What's up guys, Darryl Russell here. Welcome back to another episode of The Freelancing Show. In this episode, I'm joined by Guy Sheetrit. If you don't know who he is already, there was a discussion started based on an article that was posted in our group very recently, and it showed that he made $89 million last year from his SEO agency. Now naturally, there was some skeptics and people saying, is this true? Is it not? So I asked him to come on the show and just ask him, hey, what's up man? How do you build your agency? And that's what we're covering in this episode, basically how he built it up. So you guys can decide if it's legit or not. It doesn't matter, because either way, there is some amazing nuggets, some amazing pieces of value in building up an agency and scaling up a team and a big business, okay? So Guy has over 1,000 clients and over 100 employees around the world in different offices, I think 25 offices. So it's a fascinating interview and a lot of great nuggets on how to build up a business, what drives him, how he manages his day, what he personally works on, and all this sort of stuff, including how he got started off just using Fiverr, all right? So it's a great interview. I highly recommend you check it out. Let's get into it right now. Enjoy. Hey man, thank you for joining me on the show today. It's very awesome to have you here.
Thank you so much. You too. I appreciate that.
So for anyone that doesn't know who you are already, do you want to introduce yourself? Like who you are, what it is you do, just basic things like that.
Yeah, my name is Guy. I'm Guy Sheetrit. I'm the CEO at Over the Top SEO. We're a worldwide SEO franchise, okay, with 25 office locations around the world. Growing. We got 15 more lined up for this year. I have been a hacker most of my life, most of my young life.
Okay.
And then at one point a few years ago, I decided to take my hacking skills into the SEO world and shaped my own version of how to do SEO and how to do business in general. Now I have over 100 employees, and I'm known in our industry for some of the things I've done for Victoria's Secret and Coca-Cola and China Mobile. I was recently picked by Inked magazine as one of the top 10 SEOs in the world, and that's about it. Yeah,
that's awesome, man.
I write for Search Engine Journal, Search Engine Watch, SEMrush, and a few other publications. Yeah, that's the basic stuff.
I don't know where to start with that. There's a lot. Okay, so what interests me then is like today, like you're a well-known SEO. You've got like an epic agency. You got over 100 people work with you, like 25 offices. I think you just said, right? How did this come about? Like, were you just like some super smart business guy? You're just like, you know, I'm going to go into SEO and build up this epic business. How did that happen?
Bro, I couldn't buy you a freaking beer 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I could not afford literally to go buy a good meal in a restaurant. I started my way on Fiverr.
Nice.
Yeah, I had my $5 SEO reports made there. I created my own little software. And I've done SEO, and I've done a lot of online work way before that. Okay. But in the software industry, less outside, less to people. No one knew me. No one heard about me before I hit the market with banks and with big clients. And a lot of luck, man. A lot of luck.
Yeah.
I am super thankful for the luck I've been given, and I've utilized my skills in the right place at the right time, and I met some very important people, and it gave me the leverage of utilizing my very first big break, and that's when I started realizing that this business can be expanded to levels much beyond just SEO and online stuff. I got 7 brands, e-commerce brands,
Nice.
generating over $300,000 or $400,000 a month on its own now, and I've been nurturing that for a long time. We've been concentrating on our own rankings for a very long time. In the beginning, I was very successful on it. I'm ranking for SEO experts worldwide, professional SEO. If you type SEO Seattle, SEO Houston, SEO Manhattan, SEO, like tons of cities, like we're in the top 3 always, organically, maps, ads, everything. And I've always been keen on total domination, meaning if I'm competing for something, I want to take all the spots that are available.
Nice,
So
yeah.
if it's the maps, if it's the organic part, if it's social media, everywhere. I want to be everywhere. Everywhere you see, you're going to see OTT, and you're going to have no chance eventually but to end up with me or one of my sub brands. So yeah, a lot of luck in the beginning, and then it's a roller coaster, you know.
That's awesome, man. What were the, like, you mentioned luck at the beginning, what were the big moments that just kind of changed everything? Like, how did you go from Fiverr to like 100 employees? That's a huge difference. There must be some pivotal moments in that.
Yeah, you know what, the crazy thing here is that I've always had a soft spot for local SEO.
Okay.
And I decided to take local into nationwide. So one of my very, very first clients was a simple locksmith based in Seattle.
Okay.
And I turned him into a monster franchise in less than a year and a half, with tons of locations, and I got 50% income out of the entire business. I put the
Nice.
online efforts, and you give me percentage. We saw that model is working pretty well. So Over the Top now owns 50% of, I can tell, tens and tens of very, very, very successful businesses. So
Epic.
It was one big break that I've done, some sort of an exit when I sold the software to Bank of America. Gave me money to actually breathe and actually do things with.
Yeah.
And then everything else is just smart investments and taking high and calculated risks. And it's gradual, because every business you are successful in, it brings you another chunk that allows you to get 10 more, not
Yeah.
one more. So we always grew by multiples, you know, like everything got multiple, like doubled and tripled and quadrupled. With the amount of businesses we got percentages in, we already know what to do in the local space.
Yeah.
So nothing is really hard for us to rank for or be successful at, and it's the combination was really good.
That's awesome. How did you get that first like revenue, that locksmith client? That must have been a huge deal at the time.
Fiverr.
Oh, really? Okay, wow.
Yeah, he my partner, he messaged me on Fiverr. I think it was like in August of 2014, just right before I even registered overthetopseo.com. And he told me, hey, I need help I'm a locksmith and I need help, and can you review my website and tell me what to do and how to fix it and stuff like that. And we got on the phone and we spoke, and we became very close to each other. And I know, look, it's going to cost you at least $7,000 to $8,000. And for me, it was like, how are people paying these amounts? And the funny thing is that it made sense, you know. It made sense to the person. I didn't know the industry, but the locksmith industry is phenomenal for if you want to make money and you want to make it fairly quick. Locksmith is all the emergency niches. So we decided after that we're going hardcore on all the niches. We represent tons of plumbers, electricians, locksmiths, tow truckers, pediatricians, chiropractors, law firm, everything local. We just went over it big time.
That's awesome. I presume, obviously, because of what you did, you're actually very awesome at SEO yourself as well at the time. You weren't like a beginner at that time.
No, actually, SEO was since 2006, but it's
okay.
You can't really call it SEO back then because it was not search engine optimization. It was search engine manipulation, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was everything but SEO. The one we know today. It's been evolved SEO has been evolving into out of space category nowadays. Everyone thinks they know what's right. Everyone thinks they know what needed to be done. Back then, it was super simple. Everyone knew what needs to be done. You need a software like GSA, and you're just bombing a site with backlinks, contextual links. Fuck that. Excuse my language. Keyword stuffing. F that. I mean, all these things today that can get you penalized. No one even thought of that stuff back then. So once you knew something's working back then, it worked. That's it.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of my own things. Like I had OTT Web for design and stuff like that, development back in those days, and SEO Future since 2004. I'm the first one who knew the SEO future is going to be called for. It's going to be a big thing. So I had SEO Future in Arizona back in 2004. Got shit ton of people to join SEO Future. But back then I had much more interesting things than SEO. So life just took me in a whole different path. Until the point that I had my big break and we opened Over the Top SEO.
That's awesome. How long have you been, would you class yourself as, say, like an entrepreneur or like a business guy or something?
About 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Around 4 years. I've been doing major concentration on this specifically since 2014. Yeah. Where everything is pretty much over the top SEO. And I started developing everything beneath over the top SEO, like sub brands and different type of management classes and key people and industry leaders. And so, yeah.
That's awesome. With regards to like when it started out, you were doing a lot of it yourself, obviously, because it was just you, a guy on Fiverr, like freelancing. How have you managed to maintain the quality of like your work when you've built up like 100 people? Like I presume you're not sitting there all day building links yourself or anything anymore.
So no one in this planet is where he's at just alone. I mean, the cases are super rare.
Yeah.
Where you can say, I did it alone. No one else did it with me. I had no help from anyone else. I sat in my house and I built this amazing software. I didn't show it to anyone. And then I went directly to the right person who gave me millions of dollars for it. No stories, like they're very little. So just like I'm not different than anyone else. I have super awesome, powerful key people that are my everything. They are essentially over the top SEO. Yeah. My wife Nina, she's our CFO. She's the co-owner of Over the Top SEO. Without her, nothing would have even began of happening. And then I got my key people, which is Greg Lucas. He's our senior partner. He heads our Seattle office. We got Clint Butler. He's our head of SEO. Got my right hand, Paul Hudson. those guys are phenomenal in ways that I can't even describe. Super powerful, very knowledgeable, each one in his own field, so no one crosses paths of another person. And I've just recruited them over time, you know, whenever, and I always hired people. I always gave work to everyone in the community. Most of the people know me. You can always approach me, and I'm going to give you a job, you know, whether it's content, whether it's links, whether it's optimization, development, anything. So we started just like that. And you ask about quality. I made sure that no matter what, we will always maintain the quality. So as long as I could do the quality aspect of it, and my guys would have done the rest of what they need to do, we were able to keep the quality. And as you grow, I teach my guys how to handle clients and how to handle everything, into the point where they're just doing it just like me. So basically, quality was always a top dominator in every decision we've made. We passed a lot of clients, and we just passed them along to our competitors. There's no competitors in our field, so it's an open field. It's enough for everyone. I've always said that. If I represent today, you're probably going to represent him at one point, or you represented it at one point. If you're one of the dominating SEO or digital marketing agencies, it's passed through the companies at one point. Reasons vary a lot. A lot of people try to buy their rankings overnight, and when they don't get it overnight, they just go to the next one in line. We don't do that. We have like a service agreement with our clients. It's nothing committing, but it's more for us that if you don't give us at least 3 month minimum to show you progression, we're not going to pay you unless you're super cool with that. Even if you don't see anything for 3 months, my judgment day is 3 months and 1 day. And I always try to make sure that all of my clients, they understand that, because just the optimization process alone, and no matter which sites or CMS you're using or CRM, it doesn't matter where you're from, what you do. The sites, they're always vary, they always differ. The categories affect the rankings and the results, and the niches that you're in, and the cities that you're in, and the counties that you're in, the country that you're in. Everything so dramatically can change from one to another, that we have to have that minimum time to show our skills. And I've always tried to make sure of that. I think that's a great reason for why our retention rate is so high. Not many leave us.
That's awesome.
And those that do, they were either impatient, or we cut the cord because they changed the site without letting us know, because they bought links, because they've done things. And other things we put in our contract is, we are the owners of your site, effective immediately upon signing the agreement with us. And it's for you, not for us.
Okay.
So that's for quality. Yeah.
So if you take on like a client, like you own their site from the minute they become a client?
We don't really own it. I'm doing it.
Okay,
and own it, meaning you, even if you are the owner, you have no permission touching the website.
That makes more sense.
Permission without letting us know. And if we tell you no and you still do it, or if you do it on your own and we find out later, we just cut you out immediately. It doesn't matter if you pay us $10,000 a month or $200,000 a month. And we have clients that pay us more than that even. So they know. They all know. Hey, listen, these guys are no joke. We're the last spot. After you got fucked by the other companies, after you got screwed around, after you got played, after you got ditching all your money and time on bullshit things, you came to over the top. This is the end. This is the end game. Now you play by our rules. you want to be successful. If not, just take your things and go on. It's that simple.
That obviously helps then with getting good clients and setting the right expectations, right? So they're cool to deal with. Does that also help with acquiring the clients? Because like we're the shit. We're good at what we do, and if you want to work with us, this is how it works.
You know what's funny, Daryl? You just gave pitch of over the top. We are so good at what we do. We don't have to do anything in our sales calls. First of all, we don't do any outbound calls. Okay. Everything is inbound, whether it's from the website, whether it's from other sources, whether it's from ranking sites, whether it's from organic maps, ads, whatever it is that you wherever you found us and you call us, we have the easiest sale in the planet. Hey, open Google, type SEO experts, type professional SEO, type SEO Seattle, type this, type that, type Google Maps marketing, type domain authority checker, type we're going to give you all the top hardest keywords in the industry, and you're just gonna find us yourself. It's one of our biggest featured items in the website is the ranking video. You can just click play, and we dare you to go ahead, open Google yourself anywhere in the planet, and just type those keywords. Look, who do you see in the top? You see us, this and that, right? All right, then. There's nothing to talk about. If we can beat everyone in our own industry, no one can beat us. So that's just part of the sale. We've already done the rankings part. We already have the big ass clients. We already have a very successful business and thousands of businesses that got their successfulness because of us. Yeah, that's enough proof to seal a client in a second. You don't have to sell it.
That's awesome. What do you personally work on today? What is your day-to-day life like?
I wake up at 12 nice. In the afternoon. Not because I want to, because I have a new kid.
Fair enough, yeah.
My first kid, so I'm taking the night shifts. I'm actually with him all night long until like 5, 6 in the morning. Then I go to sleep and wake up like 11, 12. I have my morning meetings with my staff. Then I have about 3 or 4 hours that I dedicate to personal projects, which is my core inside Over the Top SEO. I handle probably 80% of our clients' heads. So once a day or twice a day, I'll have a call with one of our clients that needed or want to talk to us. Or I try to always remember where I started, and I try to always be involved in everything. It's really, really, really hard. When you get to like there's already hundreds, so you can't fit them all in a day. That's why I work like 16 hours a day. But I like it. I love working hard. I love putting the hours. I love talking to our clients. I rarely do sales calls anymore, even though I freaking love it. It's really something I really love. And I do music in my free time.
Nice.
I write and sing. I got a good buddy of mine that is my guitar player. I try to enjoy time with my wife and my kid. I work on expanding Over the Top arms into different areas, countries, worlds.
What is the big goal today?
The goal today, I just want to be the biggest SEO franchise in the planet.
Okay.
I want to have over 1,000 locations all across the world. I want to have a local representative in each and every town. So wherever you are, anywhere you are, it's like, what's your favorite drink? It could be Coke or Pepsi or whatever, right? But it's a set template anywhere in the planet. There are always same beverages that you like, or McDonald's or whatever, you know. So I'm taking the McDonald's concept and putting it into SEO and to our businesses that we get involved in.
That's awesome.
So that's my endless goal which is probably going to go on forever now.
Yeah. Do you ever worry that, for example, Google could change the SERPs and it's going to be all ads, stuff like that, and the way SEO works is going to completely change?
Look, SEO is I'm just going to go by recent news. You guys saw the news with Google taking the authority of knowing it all to themselves, and they start showing the clock and the date and the time zones. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Time Google gives you the answer. There's no more search results. Well, look,
makes sense.
Google is a monopoly. Always have been. They have always dominated everyone. Me, you, him, her, anywhere. They have been a huge monopoly. Google is either going to fall down in the next 20 years, completely fall apart, or someone else is going to take over their spot, or they're going to own us all. There's only those three options. Yeah. There's no. If Google's going to continue in their path right now, either people are going to be very apathic on okay, Google said it, then it's okay, instead of relying on things. Google is not an authority. It's a directory. Yeah, that's all it is. It's a directory, and they make billions of dollars showcasing things that the searchees are looking for. Once you realize that this is what they are, a lot of the questions on the future are very easy to answer because you minimize it to specific things that can happen. That's it. So if Google took the time, for example, and they feature it right now, and all of a sudden it's not just time, and you see it with another thing and another thing and another thing, you know where this is going. So if Google is going to show who's, what, and where, and why, then we're going to have to figure out how to fit in that for us, for our clients, for everyone else. That's one scenario. The second scenario, which is another one that is very likely to happen too, is that Google's going to stop there. The vibe on the web and the fuss, which hasn't happened, by the way, so much. Only a few things on Twitter, on Search Engine Roundtable that have been featuring, talking to Danny Sullivan, finding out what happened. Hey, it was really like for the gravity of what they've done, the balls they have, they didn't cause that much of a storm. All hell broke loose once that happened, but it didn't. So Google knows now, hey, the SEO community, they're a bunch of pussies. I mean, that's all they've done. Okay, then screw it. So that's one option. If that's gonna happen, we're in deep shit. Yeah. And if we're deep shit, we're gonna have to swim in that shit and find our way up to breathe. There is no other way. We've been doing the same exact crap over and over and over the past few years with all the updates that they've done in their algorithm, and all it is Google. That's the answer, because no one ever knew what's going to happen next. No one ever knew what effects are going to happen in real time. So that's one scenario which we're all going to have to learn how to live with, just like any other scenario. Okay, imagine it's not happening, right? Let's say that Google, okay, we don't want to decide for you the answers. We're going to keep featuring the answers like we've been doing. We're going to keep staying a directory, a big ass directory, but we're going to stay one. Then another thing could happen is that Google's all of a sudden going to decide to drop everything that related to what we know as SEO, and then what are you going to do? So they're not featuring it, but all of a sudden nothing that you know works. What are you going to do? Again, the answers stay the same. You can never deal with the unknown until it comes. You can always think of possibilities. You're asking me what's going to happen if they're going to do it. And the answer is very simple. We're doing everything that is also off of the SEO field, that we're not only reliant on Google.
Yeah.
So there are many aspects of lead capturing channels and the e-commerce field that are very open to other things besides Google. So we try to become super crazy experts in any field, any platform. We try to make ourselves aware and known for every possible scenario out there, but we never take into consideration the possibility that Google is going to do this and that, so we're going to do this. No, fuck that. Right now it's working. Why the fuck would I mess with it? Only if they're going to change it. No, when it's going to change, we're going to deal with it. We're strong enough. We're not doing anything so off-road, so no matter what Google's going to do, the outcome is never going to be that dramatically the opposite of what they have updated themselves. We never had one single person or company or small or big business on my watch that got penalized. Not for the stupidest, smallest, never. So I don't see how I can prepare for something that no one knows what to prepare for or if to prepare for. So I hope that answers the question.
No, it's a good answer. I agree completely. Let's talk about the franchise part of your business, because you mentioned that it's kind of like running like a franchise model, right?
Yeah, but like I said, franchise. There is a twist to it. The twist in the franchise is because we're not giving you the rights to buy our name. Okay. We hire you, we nurture you, we train you, and then we unleash you in your area. Let's say where are you at right now, Daryl?
I'm in Vietnam, actually.
Good. All right. Vietnam is a great place. I love Vietnam. So Vietnam, let's say that you're coming to over the top, like, guy, listen, I wanna join your company. Okay, look, the end goal for you in our company is for you to own an OTT business on your own. Okay. That's the end goal. So there's always room for growth. You can take over the entire Vietnam area. I mean, not just a city, entire Vietnam. We don't limit you to the areas unless we already have an occupational office there. But if you're growing just like many of our employees do, they're taking more and more cities. For example, Houston area, they've got Katy, Missouri City, all those cities surrounding.
Don't ask me, I can't help that. I have no idea.
They got all kinds of cities. Like, for example, in Seattle, you got Bellevue, Renton, Redmond, Maple Valley, all these cities. So, for example, you want to open an OTT franchise location, you can open that one. You can open 10 more. We open it for you. We do everything for you. All you got to do is bring local clients in. That's all you got to do. So that model has been worked out tremendously beautiful for us, because not only that you're going to get paid like a salary, you're in charge of your own growth. Now, remember the beginning of our conversation? This is not happening by chance, because we've made sure that it's going to be super freaking easy for you to bring clients in. So we're going to give you the brochures, we're going to give you the videos, we're going to give you the presentations, we're going to give you the rankings, we're going to give you the power, we're going to give you everything. And all you got to do is bring the damn clients in. It's an easy sale. There is no sale here. So that's why it's been so successful. We have over 1,000 clients right now, and it's growing rapidly. And I can tell you right now that we're screening out clients to that point. So we're not taking any clients less than $1,000 a month, for example, on a local niche. If you're an e-commerce store and you're a nationwide, we're not going to take anything less than $5,000 a month. If you're if you're a franchise, we don't even talk to you below $15,000 a month. So, and that depends. Each location you're going to pay more depending on how many locations you got. So, again, the future in OTT and what we offer is so easy to make your dreams come true, you know, with your dream salary and doing big things and owning a business and, you know, standing on your own 2 feet, all under the OTT umbrella. So that's the franchising model.
That's awesome. What assets specifically do they get versus just doing it themselves? Like, I talk to like the people that are watching this, a lot of people like going out there trying to build their own agencies and doing consulting and stuff like that. What assets do you give your people that helps them succeed so much better than like everyone else going out there and doing it on their own?
Money. I give them equity. I give them percentages. So when you have an ongoing, increasing, escalating salary with options, with percentages, with a solid contract, your future is super secure. It's not going anywhere. So we promise that to our guys, and we deliver. It's hard work, but it's, you know, people that love this field. Look, I'm in love with SEO. I've always been in love with SEO. SEO is not really going anywhere, no matter what Google's going to do. Google is not SEO. It's just part of what's now became SEO. SEO has always been the future, whether it's live or on the internet or off the internet. We are one heck of a search engine ourselves. So it's not going anywhere. People always want to be better than their competitors. So they're always going to look for the platform to be better. It's all about being seen. So if it's not Google today or tomorrow, it's something else. And we're there to make sure that we can help you achieve those rankings. You go type Amazon SEO, that like 1,600 searches a month. We get about 6 to 8 clients a month just for Amazon stuff. It's not Google.
Yeah.
It's not Google. And on the other hand, you type Google Maps marketing, 4,400 searches a month, super competitive. We get about between 15 to 30 clients a month on just Google Maps stuff. And it's a huge thing, but it's entirely, completely, and utterly based on Google. If Google dies, all of its shit dies with it. Yeah. So, and people are still doing it. So, like I said in the beginning, you can't concentrate on what Google's going to do. You concentrate on the now. If it works now. If it worked for me for all these years, it's going to keep working unless I'm not going to be on top of it and going to let things just go sour.
Well, two guests today. So continuing, I was asking about the structure of your team, right? So you've got the guys going out there, the franchise guys that are bringing in clients in that, and then I presume you have like an SEO team that are delivering the results.
A very large one too. Yes.
Yep.
Managed by Clint Butler.
Okay.
He's known in the industry too.
Yeah, I know him, I think.
Okay.
And whatever sort of like departments, or so to speak, or sections of the team?
We have a department for everything. We never outsourced anything that we've done.
Okay.
I've always nurtured the idea of hiring you, then paying you for whatever service I need. So we don't outsource anything. If we need something that we don't already have or are capable of doing, we're going to hire you to do it. So awesome. We have a department for the development, design, content, SEO, offsite, on page. We have a department for literally everything that we need in order to make a successful campaign for almost anything.
That's awesome. Were you like any good at this stuff? Like, was this something you naturally went into? Like, you're pretty good at management, or did you have like outside consultants, or you just managed to meet the right people and they helped you out?
Daryl, I swear to God, man, I didn't know many things about myself until it unfolded. I really didn't. I like I told you, it's a combination of many things. But for example, if not our co-founder Netta, which is also my wife, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. I wouldn't be anything. I wouldn't be nothing. OTT would not even existed. It wouldn't have gone to those levels, because there's always someone on the road that's going to either bring you up a notch or take you down too.
Yeah.
And thankfully, my lovely wife and my partner, she always made sure that every step we take always is on upwards, is going up. And then my right hand team, these guys, man. Seriously, again, I am super appreciative of my team. Everyone that works at Over the Top, you'll never hear anyone complains on how poorly they get paid, or how poorly they're being mistreated, or how it's not fun to work with me, or with anyone in the team. You're not going to hear this type of things, because we remember, we know where we came from. We came from nowhere to a freaking empire in less than 4 years. And it's really important to always remember that. Always remember your roots. Never talk to anyone. Never speak like you're something or you're someone. There's always someone better than you. Always. It doesn't matter who says what. There's always room for growth. There's always room for learning. I listen to anyone that says anything. I'm going to listen to him. I'm either going to justify him, or I'm going to ask more questions. But I'm not going to tell you, hey, fuck that. You're just, you're not interested enough for me to listen to you. No, none of that crap. So it's super important to always remember that. That's what's going to keep you on top. If you're going to remember to level up with everyone, don't forget.
For sure. If you could go back to, say, 4 years ago and give yourself some advice based on what you know now, what would it be?
I wasn't that late, but the cryptocurrency, man.
Yeah.
I swear to God, bro. You don't have to believe me. No one has to. But I had so many Bitcoins invested back in 2012, 13, 14. I knew this is going to happen, and one day I just let the industry dictate to me. It's time to sell, and I have done the biggest. I should invested so much more in Bitcoins. So much more. I had 1,000 Bitcoins, bro. Jesus. At one point. 1,000 of them. And I saw them at like, ugly. But hey, I should have known, because I knew it. I should have entered that field hardcore, make review sites, make cash out sites, make anything related to the cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Because it was written all over the damn wall, bro. It was written everywhere. The banks in Greece, the bankings in Europe, the bankings in America. Everyone owes money to China. Everyone. It's going south, man. It's like there for years and years. All the countries are in debt. I mean, Qatar and Saudi Arabia has like the biggest oil fields in the world. They dictate the market. China just buys every fucking thing pretty much. So they own America. They're not acknowledging it. They don't want to admit it. Now they probably some of them already do. But I mean, look, it was written all over the damn place. So cryptocurrency, where you're your own bank, was the future. And it was really clear to me for many years. And I could have done a lot of stuff with this, but I entered it a bit late.
Okay.
I'm still in it right now.
Do you accept cryptocurrency as payment for SEO?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Cool.
If you want to pay with Bitcoins, go right ahead. If you want to pay with Litecoins, with Bitcoin Cash, anything, you can pay with any freaking method you want, from credit card to bringing your cash to one of our agencies, to whatever you want. Money's money, man. Money's money.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for the agency owners that are like maybe the multiple 6 figures, 7 figures a year sort of range, those guys oftentimes I see get kind of stuck at that level. They don't know how to grow it past that. Do you have any advice for those people?
Everyone is relying on clients.
Yeah.
Stop relying on clients. And whatever it is that you do for yourself, start doing it for your clients. I took the franchising model and I fucking did it to almost any client that I had. Besides e-commerce, almost anyone. I speak to my clients from the beginning about the future. I ask them, where do you want to be in 5 years? If you want to stay where you're at, I don't want to represent you. I'm sorry. No, not in a bad way. It's okay to stay where you're at. It's perfectly fine. I just don't want to represent you personally because I don't see the future in representing you. I don't see the future of growth for you or my company if you don't allow me to do that. If you go 10% from what your client's dreams are, and it's very, very fulfillable by you. If you're an SEO expert and you got a team of experts and you want to make something out of someone or even yourself, do it. It's not that freaking hard. So you just got to do the right things, and you got to think always 3, 4, 5 years ahead of time.
I like
don't
that,
just take it. Yeah, I mean, and if you don't have many clients and you want to do it on your own, open a sub brand. I mean, you're developing websites anyways. You're writing content anyways. Your designer designs stuff anyways. Your SEO team is doing SEO anyways. So make your own sub brands for other things. You see something you like, make a fucking website for it. Write the content for it. Do the SEO for it. Start making money from the same field that you're looking at. Affiliate networks are phenomenal. I've entered the affiliate world a long time ago, and it's tremendous. It's beautiful. You know, you don't do anything and money comes in because it's already been done. That's it. You don't have to do so much work all the time.
Yeah.
And it really depends on the niche that you're at and the workflow. If your team is already working on X amount of projects, another one is not going to crush them. It's not going to be the thing that broke them. So just think outside the box. I know people say it a lot, but I'm really telling you, like, it's just think how to expand yourself into different horizons, even if it's not logical at the moment. But if you dive deeper into the questions of why not, you're not getting any answers. Because if you already have the team in place and you're already doing the same exact shit, just do it for you instead of someone else. That's it. And if it's someone else, and charge accordingly. Don't be afraid of charging accordingly. You have to have some type of minimum. If you want to maintain quality, you have to have some type of minimum. And I know that a minimum budget is always smart. I didn't have the pleasure and privilege of dictating budgets from day one, but I did so very, very soon after. Nowadays, we just charge $75 an hour with minimum sets of hours, and that's the minimum, man. If you don't want it, it's fine. I don't have a problem with it. You don't have to go with it, but you gotta have it. You have to have order. That's a great way to grow, bro.
For sure. No, I really like that. Some good points. I especially like the focus on don't just take on crappy clients that are going to be paying $1,000 a month forever. Actually focus on clients that want growth and grow with them. I really like that. I think that's a good wrapping up point.
A great example. We got a new client. It is a budget. It's auto shipping. Ships cars between countries, you know?
Okay.
He came to us. He's spending $20,000 on AdWords every month.
Nice.
No future. Just immediate 20K. Buy. Gone. Bro, in less than 2 months. 2 months. I am taking the 20,000 to our company, not to Google. We're getting the 20K. And he's getting 5 times more calls than he did from AdWords.
That's
and
awesome.
there's an added value. He's getting advanced in the freaking cities organically in the maps, and he's doing AdWords because we're doing the complete domination process. So
I love it.
And look, the field was like, it's like no competition. Fuck, what are you waiting for? So that's a great example of taking someone, because look, everyone now, because of the ads that they're taking so much space, now a lot of people are doing PPC. They don't want to break their heads over SEO too much. They're just doing PPC management. They take their percentages cut from it at the end of the month. But that's just small thinking. That's just low-level thinking. I'm not trying to insult anyone, God forbid. I'm thinking you're paying Google the money. There is zero chances of you ever seeing an ROI long-term from it. The day you're going to stop paying Google, that's the day you're going to be gone like the freaking wind.
Yeah.
So it's not like SEO when you're investing for a year and you're stop paying, you're not going to be gone like the wind. Your fucking ass is staying unless you do something stupid or not do anything at all for a long time and let everyone pass you. You're not going anywhere.
For sure.
So just look for the small things that are so given to you. They're so ordinary, like, oh, PPC, you have to do PPC. You have no choice. Yeah, you have no choice, but what are you going to do later? So what now? You need clients now? Okay, let's allocate X amount for PPC and do the rest for SEO. Don't just do everything PPC. It's not going to do anything for you. So, and by the way, I contradict myself. I contradict myself knowingly. Some niches are doing only PPC and they're making millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And we do that too. It's just, if I see future in it, like there is nothing set in stone. If I see future,
for the future, right?
Exactly. If I see the future in freaking PPC for you specifically, then I renounce everything I freaking said, and that's what I'm going to do, because that's where the money's at.
That's awesome.
It just varies a lot depending on the niche, depending on the criteria, depending on the area where you're at, depending on the client's behavior. You know how many case studies we've done on client behavior? It's retarded. The amount of knowledge you know from a niche to the level of understanding of the people that are looking for that product or niche is phenomenal. So I can tell you right now, some niches that I am doing these days, that I'm spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a month of our clients' money on PPC alone, and it's worth it. Why? Because there is future in it. I don't see anything getting cut anytime soon. I don't see any problems arising anytime soon. And if I see it, I'll see it ahead of time, and I'll start allocating for it. I always try to integrate SEO into the process no matter what. But sometimes it's just not the answer. So we just got to make sure we have enough balls to say, hey, SEO is not right for you right now, buddy. We need to do only this or that because this is going to generate you X money in X amount of time, and we know it. So again, there's always the out of the ordinary
no, I love it, man.
To whatever it is that you're doing.
For sure. Honestly, I think that's a good point to wrap it up on. We're at 55 minutes already now, which is cool. Where can people find you, man? If you want to connect?
Well, basically, we're gonna do Ungag.
Okay.
Probably on Vegas at the end of the year. I don't plan many events because of all of our office locations. But if you want to see us physically, you can visit our office. You can see our website in the locations. You can see where we have an office. You can jump by and say hello. And you can find us online pretty much everywhere. and
Nice.
we'd love to connect. I mean, I speak to everyone all the time. I'm a computer person. I'm a Skype person, so I'm always reachable by email, chat. You know.
Awesome. Cool, man. I really appreciate you joining me today. It's been great.
Thank you, Daryl. Appreciate it too. Me and Leo loved it, and and we'll be in touch soon.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'll catch you guys next week. All right, that was another episode of the Line SEO Show. I hope you got some value out of it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the episode, what you thought of Guy, and what your #1 biggest takeaway was from this episode. I look forward to personally reading each of them, and I'll hopefully try and respond to as many as I can. Aside from that, if you want to get more interviews just like this, we put one out every single Thursday, so make sure you use the links below. Go ahead and subscribe to these videos, and I'll notify you every time we put out a new interview. We also go ahead and create weekly trainers now on different parts of SEO and building up your business and building up a team and different things like that. So if you want more content like this, go ahead and subscribe below, and I'll see you on the next training.